NASCAR coverage is sponsored by Ram Trucks, America's longest-lasting pickups. By KFC's new Spicy Crispy Zinger Chicken Sandwich, finger looking good. And by Budweiser, pursuing the American dream since 1876. This Bud's for you. Third-generation racer Corey LaJoie in the dustless blasting Toyota just snuck in there, 51.722, and that beats DJ Kennington for the final spot in the field. Kennington, the Canadian, unofficially will be the one driver headed home. There's the Camping World Ford. This will be David Reagan out of Unadilla, Georgia. Fourth fastest, 51.098 for Reagan, who won here in 2013. There's a fourth-generation driver, Jeffrey Earnhardt, from Mooresville, North Carolina. He's been wheeling this number 33 all season. A Chevrolet. Started 31st in Texas. Finished 26th in Daytona, his season best, 52.414.
He's got one
Jerry
start.
Earnhardt.
Got one start here, Mike, so going to have a lot of experience here. I think he finished 34th here last fall.
As Chris Buescher starts his run, here's Jamie.
Kyle Busch walking down pit road ready to qualify. So you turned 13 laps in practice yesterday. Did that give you any kind of indication what kind of practice?
Good.
He's good. Our camera's He's good.
Yeah, look what's in the background.
Oh, yes, we want to show the car because I think it's the best looking car here. Lots of color on there, Kyle, but what kind of speed do you feel like it has in it?
I don't know. I didn't feel very good about it yesterday. We were kind of in the pack and running with our teammates there, drafting a little bit, and I had a hard time kind of hanging on to the back of it. So I don't know. I've sat on the pole before at Daytona, and it felt horrible in the draft, and then I've qualified 36th and felt horrible in the draft. So I don't know what we have in store for the Skittles American Mix Camry today, but you know, just optimistic about it anyways. Go out here, lay a lap down, see what we can do, and see where it stacks up for the rest of the day and what we got to do for tomorrow.
Happy 32nd birthday last week.
Thanks, Jamie. Chris Buescher, Prosper, Texas. Picked up a win last year at Pocono. And a top 20 start at California this year, 51.471, 186.
Mike, you take a little Velveeta cheese, put that with some macaroni. Talk about some good macaroni and cheese, man. And I'm telling you.
Here is Gray Galding, the rookie from Colonial Heights, Virginia. Sunfrog.com Toyota. He started 29th at Texas, and he is making his first Talladega appearance in a Cup car. Now that yellow line over on our scoring pylon between Witt and Gase, that separates the top 12, the drivers that will advance to the final round of qualifying and run for pole, from the rest of the field, which will be set here in round one.
Mike, you see those double yellow lines? I give you credit for that. You may or may not remember this, but when we're talking about yellow lines, you can't go below the line, you can't pass below the line. You swell on the highway, there's a double yellow line.
Yeah, it's a no passing
It's
zone.
a no passing zone.
And that's what it is at Daytona and Talladega only. And those are the only two tracks where that comes into play.
Finally, before they had that rule going down below that yellow line when you could.
Well, like Daytona, and here you could do that back in the day.
Gray Galding is 11th after his run. Here's Larry Mack.
Mike, you know, whether you're a casual fan or a hardcore NASCAR fan, you hear the word restrictor plate. The restrictor plate goes underneath the throttle body. It's that aluminum plate with the 4 holes. Now, from last year, they've reduced that by a 64th of an inch. It's now 7/8 of an inch. Now, that 64th of an inch, that doesn't sound like much, but depending on who you talk to, it's about 10 to 14 horsepower. Why do we run the carburetor restrictor plate? 30 years ago, the entire field qualified over 200 miles per hour, Mike. Bobby Allison about went in the grandstands. Thus was the birth of the restrictor plate.
Here is Jamie McMurray from Joplin, Missouri. Started third at Daytona in the creatively named Any Size Soft Drink for a Buck at McDonald's Chevrolet. Now,
That's a mouthful.
Looking pretty good here.
His teammate Larson's already first, so yeah, he looks like he might come in either right there ahead of him or behind him.
Second by 6/100ths of a second to his teammate at Chip Ganassi Racing, Kyle Larson.
That's what you like as a teammate. We're right together, brother. car isn't any better than mine.
And that's a good sign of that team's efforts. Getting both cars to be that consistent. It's a big deal.
Now, 7-time NASCAR champion Jimmy Johnson in the Lotus Chevrolet will be our next qualifier. His best start of the year, 11th at Bristol, a race that he won.
When you said here that's a big deal, that's a big deal on the track. Big deal right there on the track right now. Jimmy Johnson, 82 wins, man. That blows my mind. Every time I say that, I say 82 wins. And we've seen him win. Mike and I have seen him win every one of those.
We sure have.
And 2 of those wins came here in Talladega. But in the last 7 races here, he has only one top 10 finish.
I hate to tell you this, DW, but I kind of saw the back bumper of a lot of those wins myself.
So the drivers
are his heroes.
Drivers didn't have to be here until qualifying for 3 o'clock. What did Jimmy Johnson do? A 32-mile bicycle ride today.
I'm telling you, it's insane over the coach lot. Everybody's got a bicycle.
6th fastest for Jimmy, 187.3.
And they put on those spandex things and they go riding out of the coach lot every week.
Why don't you join them?
Now,
I don't have enough speed in my bicycle.
I heard the first time that they took Dale Jr. riding on his bike, he would put on the spandex in the bus lot. He had to go outside.
When I made him take it all outside so nobody would see him. So I heard that too.
A.J. Allmendinger, the Kroger Click List Chevrolet. It's easy for you to say. His teammate Chris Buescher is 10th fastest right now.
AJ's looking to improve that good bit. Up there for 3rd position so far.
You don't think about this very often, but he drove for Penske for a while, and of course he qualified outside pole here in 2012, driving one of those Penske cars.
Looks like a top 5 run here. Our predictive chip in yellow there at the upper right. Best finish here, 5th in the spring of 2014 for AJ.
He's a funny guy, I've seen him on the hub, and he's got a great sense of humor.
NASCAR race up on FS1 Monday through Thursday evening.
I learn something every time I watch that show.
4th for Allmendinger at 187.8. Man of New Jersey's Martin Truex Jr., winner at Las Vegas, where he started outside pole this year. He won the pole here last fall, but suffered engine failure during the race, did not finish.
Yeah, it's a devastating blow to that team. Had repercussions for the championship.
Yeah, he and Keselowski both. I mean, they were contenders. That would have been a great. 2 cars have been in the final showdown there, but they both had engine failures here.
That's right, knocked him out of the final round of the playoffs. He's 2nd in points coming in here. 24 starts at Talladega, 1 pole, 2 top 5 finishes.
This car just runs good everywhere they go now. I mean, I don't think they really have a track that's an Achilles heel for them. They seem to run good short tracks, road courses, super speedways, everywhere they go.
Top of the chart looking here.
Well, by a couple tenths, actually. I think this is a really good lap.
Wow, 50.573, 189.3 for Truex.
That might be setting the mark for what we're going to have to shoot for today.
That's faster than Kyle Larson by 1/4 of a second.
A good bit faster in practice, too. He ran the 50-92 in practice. So
yeah, he was one of the few cars that did not go out in a large group and draft.
Landon Castle from Iowa, driving the Love's Travel Stops Ford, has been lighting up Twitter in recent weeks. He would tell his followers, he said, "Give me a challenge," and they'd say, "Okay, I want 2 tickets to Talladega." "Okay, get me 3,000 retweets or whatever." And he just lit up Twitter with all these fans retweeting him and he ended up spending a lot of time and money at the post office having to send out hats and die-cast cars.
And how much work he had ahead of him.
But he really got his followers and his fans involved. That's a boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job. I'd love to see what the drivers are doing on social media.
He started 15th in Texas, and he is 4th quickest right now and well ahead of his teammate David Reagan. About 1 hour ago on Fox, you saw Eric Almirola in the Biaggi Denbesti Ford Mustang drive to victory lane in today's Xfinity Series race. Jamie?
And you literally just walked over here from victory lane. You haven't even changed your fire suit. You're all sticky. I see it in your sunglasses. How cool is it to walk out here and get the high fives?
It feels good. I knew fresh from Florida orange juice tasted good, but I didn't realize how sticky it was when it got sprayed all over you. But that was great. That was such a fun race to run, and what an incredible car. It was super fast. So we've got fresh from Florida at victory lane already. It was with a Ford Mustang though, so now we got to try and get this fresh from Florida Ford Fusion to qualify up front. I feel good about it. Our car was pretty good yesterday for the few laps that we got in practice before it started to rain. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Going for the pole coming up shortly, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Austin Dillon on track, and Richard Childress is famed number 3, and it looks like he'll be close to the top of the chart here.
He started outside pole here last year.
Second for Richard Childress's elder grandson, 189 miles per hour, Vince.
With Matt Kenseth, last week's pole winner at Richmond, would you get about a dozen practice laps yesterday? Does that have any impact on how you qualify here today?
I don't think so. I mean, there's not a lot the driver has to do with qualifying really here at Talladega. So looking forward to getting qualified and racing tomorrow. There's always a lot of waiting around here for drivers, a lot of work by the crews. These cars, all the little things make such a big difference. So these guys done a great job on our Circle K Camry. So hopefully we get a decent lap and, but more importantly, survive tomorrow and be in that lead group at the end.
Thanks, Matt. Mike.
Thanks, Vince. Ryan Newman out of South Bend, Indiana. Came out of USAC Open Wheelers to NASCAR, where he's won a Daytona 500. 2008, his only restrictor plate win. He's in a Richard Childress Chevrolet. This one's the Caterpillar car. It looks like he's going to be right close to his teammate Austin Dillon.
Mike, you think if you had 51 poles, you would have won a restrictor plate pole sometime or another, but he never has.
Nope. He started second at Atlanta this year. He's had an outside pole at Talladega. Not a pole. Ryan Newman, times in third.